So this is the goal, to be able to tape your mouth shut, use the tongue to take it off, whilst you sleep. Yes, whilst you sleep. And for quite a lot of exercises when you train. All right, so that's step 3. That's the final step. Can you tape your mouth shut? However, I would suggest not going straight to step 3. I would start with step 1. Right? What's the goal? Have the tape. Why? We're trying to encourage nasal breathing, right, while we sleep. If you're snoring, if you know you have apnea, if you're waking up with a dry mouth, if you are waking up really lethargic, even though you think you've had a good night's sleep, chances are you've been breathing through your mouth a lot as you sleep. The reason you're thirsty when you wake up is because you breathe out lots of moisture. Like if you blew on a mirror, you would know that. You know you breathe out moisture. You breathe out so much moisture that you are so thirsty when you wake up in the morning. You're dehydrated. So it's a sign you've been mouth breathing. And the problem with that, I'm not going to go into it today. Maybe I'll do a bit of a series on that. But there's so much information on YouTube already about breathing through the mouth whilst you sleep and the problems it causes. So let's fix it. Okay. So step 1, all you need, you don't need any of these fancy myo tapes out there. You need this. It's 3M. You get it from any chemist. It's the stuff you get for bandages and stuff when you've got a cut. 3M micropore tape. See? It's dead cheap. Here's what you do. You take a tiny sliver like this. You take a pair of scissors and you cut off a small sliver. Now, step 1. Step 1 is to get used to wearing it. All right? So, just like this. Yeah. In the middle. I can still move my mouth. I can still talk. I can still breathe through my mouth if I want, but it encourages me to keep my mouth shut. Now, I would say step 1 is get used to wearing it around the house. So this is small steps, right? That might, step 3, big piece of tape on the mouth might be out of your comfort zone. We don't want to go so hard so quickly that you just don't do it. This is effectively a concept to apply to most things in life when you're trying to move forward. So let's go baby steps. All right? Baby steps, one at a time. So you take a small sliver, put it on here, and get used to wearing it. There's no panic, you can take it off. And with this, you can use a tongue to take it off. If you want, you can even put it on your skin first to take off some of the stickiness before you start to wear it. But just get used to wearing it around the house, on your own, when you're watching Netflix, when you're doing some work, checking your emails, scrolling through TikTok, whatever you're doing, just stick it on. Now, I started doing it on the walk to work. Got some funny looks, but it's okay, right? I'm getting used to wearing it because the next step is then wearing it like this when I'm asleep. Okay, so that's step 2. So step 1, get used to wearing it in the house. Step 2, whilst you're asleep, you can see I can still talk, so there's no panic. But what we're doing is leading ourselves into it slowly. All right. And then obviously step 3 is the tape. And again, you could probably say there's 4 steps because you want to put that tape on whilst maybe get used to wearing it, that full mouth taping experience, and then wear that in your sleep. Now, some safety things. Look, you're not trying to create panic in yourself. Obviously, if you've got some structural issues here, or if you're not used to breathing through your nose, you're going to take some time. The nose will adapt. The nose will change. Over time, it will open up. There's lots of soft tissue in the back. You can train your nose to open up. And eventually, over time, it's going to really improve the quality of your sleep. When you're training, you should, to breathe through your nose, if you are training at less than 70%, you should be able to breathe in and out, nose only. Now, I'm not saying you can, but that's what you want to be aiming at. It might be that you want to start going for a walk with some tape, or if you don't want to wear the tape, just get used to breathing through your nose and work up to it slowly, because what you're going to do is improve your body's tolerance to carbon dioxide, which releases more oxygen into the body and gives you more energy. And so we're going to try and raise the point at which we gas out if we're training. So nasal breathing, use some tape, slowly, and safely. Try it. I guarantee it's gonna overhaul the quality of your sleep. If you're someone, if you know that you snore, if you know that maybe you're waking up with a dry mouth, all of these, you know, these indications that you've not had the best night's sleep, try it. Baby steps. 3M tape, little piece, 3M tape. Get used to it, slowly lead your way into it, and then over time, become more comfortable with it. It's been a game changer for me. It's overhauled my sleep quality. It's not just about time in bed. It's overhauled my sleep quality to then give me a solid foundation for the next day. All right, so give it a go. If you find it helpful, if you've got any questions, drop me a message, drop a comment, I'll reply. And so, yeah, give it a go and see what you think and see how you get on. Until next time. See you later.